Spring is a good time to spruce up your closet, your home, your cocktail, sure. But you are not alone, guys. We are getting recipes this morning inspired by the season. It's always a pleasure to welcome Food Fanatic chef Cory. He is the man when it comes to food, and we've seen today with cocktails as well. Welcome back.
Thanks, Mary. Thanks for having me.
Well, at US Foods, you don't just follow the trends, but you help set them. So we see a reflection of that here this morning.
Yes, we do.
What you bring in?
This is all inspired, especially the Bloody Mary, is by our latest edition of the Food Fanatics magazine, which makes sure that you get one before I leave today.
Okay, love to.
So we have an article on building the better Bloody Mary. So there's a lot of really cool ideas, and all those recipes can be found on our website, foodfanatics.com. Go and check it out. It's an award-winning magazine, and it's awesome.
Beautiful photography too, and really easy to follow. You don't have to be a pro to put some of this stuff together, which all of us love that. On the end, what do you have?
So we have 3 new products that we just rolled out with for the spring, and the first one's going to be a cold brew coffee.
Okay.
So this is really easy because it's a concentrate. All you have to do is just mix it in with half a gallon of water.
Oh.
And it's done and ready to go and absolutely delicious.
Okay, so what do we do? What's our first step?
So the first thing, if you'd like to try it, we can absolutely do that. I was going to make a suggestion as far as if you wanted to do an Irish coffee, just add a little bit of Irish whiskey to it, hit it with a little amaretto, and you've got a great Irish coffee that's not hot, but it's going to be cold.
Okay.
So it's less bitter, more sweet.
And all of this, again, is online. We're not going to leave you hanging with the recipes.
Right.
But I know you would like to get to the Bloody Mary.
The fun part for you.
She's hardly a regular gal, this one.
So the Bloody Mary was invented roughly around 100 years ago, and there's some arguments on where it was originated, but what I've always heard is a place in France. Very traditional in how they do things. Well, we've come out with a new Bloody Mary mix that's vegan. It doesn't have any Worcestershire in it, so it doesn't have any animal product as far as anchovies. So this is a pour and ready to use, and I've made a couple of them. So a surf and turf Bloody Mary that we have right here.
Guys, can we give the final product some love, at least for a moment? Colleen just walked in from the Funny Bone. She loves a Bloody Mary. This is going to knock your socks off. What do you have in this glass, Chef?
So that one's going to be garnished with sushi and a lobster tail.
Oh my, we've got a few other embellishments here. Let's take a look at the picture, for example.
So that one's going to have crab legs and then a grilled steak that's served with it.
So when we say surf and turf, you mean it?
I mean a surf and turf. So Bloody Marys not only can be a cocktail, they can be a meal or an appetizer. So I encourage people at their parties or even at restaurants to incorporate both of them into one thing, and it creates something new, different, unique.
Like we'll do pickled asparagus or pickled green beans, something like that in ours, but you've got some even like really cool ideas here to add to Bloody Marys.
Well, we've got a lager sitting in a mug right over here. So you've heard of red beer?
Yeah.
So what goes better with beer than pretzels?
And you're just adding the mix to the beer
So
with
we've
the
got a
pretzel.
red beer and a pretzel.
Yeah.
There's your drink, there's your appetizer.
Look at that, in a glass, boom, done. Well, you know, Creighton plays this weekend. It's an 11 o'clock game. Some people are going to have friends over to watch the game. I think it'd be cool to serve some of these at brunch.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be nice? Okay, hold on. There's one more thing happening here that we've got to talk about, Chef. This, why do you have a smoker?
Well, this one I thought about this morning. So I didn't really think about this as far as what I wanted to do, but it was a good idea. And we're going to make a Smoke and Mary. Okay? So you're familiar with the smoking gun. We had this on there not so long ago. So we're going to fill up this glass with smoke. So we're going to kind of smoke it a little bit. Then we're going to turn that off. We're going to add in our vodka. We're going to top it off with the Bloody Mary mix. And there,
This is a science experiment.
we have a Smoke and Mary.
Segment.
And if you want it warm or a little spicier, hit it with a little bit of hot sauce and you have a Smoke and Hot Mary.
Which the irony of my name and the drink isn't lost on either of us.
Exactly.
And you're adding
So
a
here
twisted
we've
bacon.
got bacon swizzle sticks. We can take in even some beef jerky.
Okay.
We can take in some hot peppers and other things that are in there. You can get as obnoxious as you want to with these. And if you really want to, since I have an extra lobster tail,
And since I'm extra obnoxious.
we're going to go ahead and put that in there. What do you think of that?
Bless your heart. I love that. It's a work of art. You almost don't want to drink it. It looks so good.
Yeah.
Here, I'm going to switch places so I can try that and get you on down to one last drink. Because if we're thinking about spring and summer and fresh fruit, watermelon is there. What is this?
So we came out with a watermelon limeade. So this is absolutely delicious. And one of the drinks that I wanted to show you today, so in this martini glass, I've got a little bit of lemon salt. We've got a little bit of a ginger simple syrup. And all we have to do is add a little bit of cucumber vodka, because cucumber and watermelon and ginger play very, very well together. And we can top it off with a little bit of our watermelon limeade.
Where do we find these products of yours, Chef?
So there's two ways that you can do it. First and foremost, probably one of the easiest ways, go to your favorite restaurant, ask them, do you buy from U.S. Foods? If they say no, say, well, you should.
I want this stuff, yeah.
But we also have the ability to go in directly to our warehouse. You can go in, we put it to what is basically a street account. And then you can buy a onesies, twosies out of that.
Well, because who you really help are restaurants. So if they're developing menu items, like that's who, if you go to a place and you love what they've done, there's a chance that Chef Geyer helped them create that recipe and bring it to the menu at that restaurant. But it's cool that then you're helping folks like us, just regular people who want to make cool stuff at home and putting those recipes online in the magazine. But what does it mean to be a food fanatic? You're not just a chef, but you're part of this elite class at US Foods.
So I've got the honor of being part of 42 chefs from all across the country. We're coast to coast. We do a number of different live food events. We don't call them food shows because that's not what it is. It's an expo like you've never seen before. We have live on stage demonstrations. We've got interactive pods to where we're not filling them with people who don't really know how to cook. We're filling them with chefs from our organization from all over the country. We travel all over the place, look at different trends going on in different cities, and we bring them back to our markets. So we're really a great resource for restaurateur, hotels, healthcare, anything along those lines to be able to use.
And you bring us recipes because you're just passionate about food?
I love food. I love doing cool things. I like doing things that are identifiable, but kind of think out of the box. Like this here, Bloody Mary usually has vodka. We put moonshine in there.
What?
So it's a bloody moonshine.
Where'd you get moonshine? Did you call my cousin Dickie?
Very possibly. You are from the South.
I don't want to sell him out, but he does make some in the hills of eastern Kentucky. But you put moonshine.
We've got moonshine in there, so you have a bloody moonshine.
Oh, guys, and then you put shrimp in this one. Though we've seen lobster tail and sushi, you went shrimp this route and put it in a mason jar. Nice touch.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so if our viewers want to get a copy of the Food Fanatics magazine, you're going to leave one for me, but where can everybody else grab theirs?
So the best way to do that is because we distribute this magazine right now to all of our customers. But what they can do is they can go to foodfanatics.com. You can browse the magazine, you can look at all the articles, you can find the recipes, you can look at the blogs. Ton of information out there, foodfanatics.com.
Smoking this Bloody Mary, I've never in my life tasted anything like this.
Good.
It's a totally unique experience.
Yeah, just thought of it this morning.
You're a maniac, and I love it. This guy's amazing. Thank you, Chef Geyer.
Absolutely.
Always a pleasure.
Thank you for having me.
Well,